Dear students, welcome to my lecture. I am Sonia Yasmin, lecturer, Department of Agriculture, Marston College. All of you know about the pandemic outbreak of COVID-19. To overcome this situation, you have to strictly follow the general health rules prescribed by health professionals. That is, washing your hands properly before touching your nose, eyes and mouth at least 20 seconds. And you must strictly follow, you should not go outside without any emergency. So stay safe, stay home. Now today I am going to discuss about chapter number 4, section number 4, that is method of fish culture. First of all, we have to consider the main parts of this lecture. These are the main parts. What can we see? First of all, catfish. Secondly, introduction of shrimp and magur. Third, advantage of shrimp and magur fish culture. Fourth, pond preparation for fish culture. Fifth, introduction of pabda and gulsha. Sixth, importance of pabda and gulsha culture. Seventh, economic importance of fish culture. First of all, we can describe the catfish. What is catfish? Catfish means the fishes which are included in Siluriformes order don't have scale in their body and have antenna like cat. These are called catfish. For example, shrimp and magur. If we observe the physical structure of shrimp and magur, what can we see? We see that these fishes have no scale in their body and have antenna like cat. So these fishes are called catfish. Now let's introduce with shrimp and magur. We know that the amount of fishes have been much decreased due to natural disaster. To overcome this situation, you have to culture or cultivate fishes in pond artificially. So we can cultivate shrimp and magur in pond artificially. Now the resemblance of shrimp and magur. Shrimp and magur both are catfish. The ventral side is cylindrical, dorsal side is flattened. Now the differences of shrimp and magur. Shrimp fish is smaller than magur. Spines of both sides are toxic in shrimp fish. This is the special characteristics of shrimp fish. So if stung by spine of shrimp fish, a much pain is felt in affected area. Now shrimp and magur fish are called geofish because the special characteristic is these fishes have a special respiratory system except gill, so they can survive the oxygen free water or without water. Now the advantages of shrimp and magur cultivation. What are the advantages? More profitable due to more demand. Can not affected by disease. Adaptability to adverse condition. And can be cultured as mixed culture like rui, kadol, etc. Now it's time to introduce with pabda and gulsha. Here are the similarities and dissimilarities of pabda and gulsha. Pabda fish is 15 to 30 cm long, flattened body and backside gradually thinner than outside. Front side. Gulsha fish is 15 to 23 cm long. Dorsal side is curved, mouth is small. 4 pair of bars are present in mouth. And 2 pair of bars also present in pabda. So these are the similarities and dissimilarities of pabda and gulsha. Now the advantages of pabda and gulsha cultivation. These fishes are very much tasty. These fishes can be cultivated in river, or wheel, lake, etc. The market price of these fishes are very high. So businessman can always cultivate these fishes. Now it's very important topic to pond preparation. In case of pond preparation, pond should be 1 to 1.5 meter depth. And before pond preparation or before cultivation, unnecessary or fishes or predators can be removed out. This process can be done by drying pond, repeatedly netting, and rotenone application. And weeds should be controlled. And fertilizers, after that fertilizers should be applied like cow dung, TSP, etc. Next, after application of fertilizer, we can stock these fries of shing and magur or pabdar gulsha. 150 to 200 magur fries can be stocked out before 5 to 7 days after pond preparation. And 300 to 400 fries of shing can be stocked out. After that, feed management must be applied. Daily feeds can be divided into two groups. One is applied in morning and other is applied in afternoon. Daily cloudy day or sunny noon can be avoided for feed management. Now, after that, fishes are captured from that pond. And now it's time to economic importance of fish culture. What are the economic importance of fish culture? Economic importance are after fish culture, nutritional requirement can be fulfilled. Economic importance are unemployment ability can be removed. And finally, we can say that socio-economic importance are if these fishes are cultivated, socio-economic importance are very much high. So, students, in this class, we can teach that about catfish, importance of shing and magur, advantages of shing and magur, and importance of pabdan gulsha, similarities of pabdan gulsha, and economic importance of fish culture. In your exam, catfish definition of catfish must be important. Examples of catfish also be important. Example of geelfish and definition of geelfish also be important. And the diameter of pabdan gulsha, the similarities and dissimilarities of pabdan gulsha, and importance of pabdan gulsha, and economic importance of fish culture are also be important. So students, thanks for being with me with patience.